Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Concepts of Science Academy Pakistan or CSA Pakistan, and I am your host Mr. Muhammad Ehsanul Haq. And as you know that we are in a monthly course of research methodology, and in this lecture we will discuss about the research process. So in this lecture we will discuss about all the steps which are included in research and all the steps by following which you can complete your research. So first of all, I have already discussed about it, that what's the definition of research, that it's a step-by-step procedures. These are step-by-step procedures to find something new and useful information. And according to another definition, we have discussed about that is the procedure to find the solution of a problem. So first of all, we need a problem. All right. So first of all, we need a research problem. So from research problem, we will define our area of research. We will define our area of research, that in which area, in which domain, in which field we want to conduct research. Alright. In the second step, we will understand our problem. In the second step, after choosing our research problem, after choosing our area of research, we will understand our research problem. And now how can we understand our research problem? The major thing is our literature. Your literature, the previous research on that research problem, the research of other scientists on that problem. You can understand your problem by reading your literature. By reading your literature, you can go to different databases just like Google Scholar, PubMed, NCBI, or many other search engines. You can go there, you can find the research papers relevant to your research problem. You can review them, you can study them, and then you will understand your research problem. And now you are clear that what work have been done on this research problem, what are the research gaps, and what's the area where I need to do research. What's the main thing that I can elaborate in this research? What might be the new findings in this research? What might be the new questions in this research? So in the second step, I will understand the research problem. After understanding this research problem by reviewing the literature, I will decide the type of research. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the types of research. Till here, I have decided my type of problem. Type of research depends on your type of problem. Okay, I have clearly understood that what's my research problem, and now on the basis of my research problem, I will decide my type of research, that this problem will lie in which type of research. Will it be conducted in some case study? Will it be conducted under some medical trials, or under some survey based study, or many others? Alright. After deciding this type of study, I will plan my research study design. I will design my study. I will design my research study, that what will be my experiment. I will design all the requirements of my research. All right. In other ways, I will plan my research. I will plan my experiment. I will plan that how I will collect data, how I will analyze my data, how I will interpret my data, and how I will represent it. So all these things we will discuss in our research planning lecture. All right. So after this, I will discuss about the study design, and after it I will conduct my research, I will conduct my experiment, I will conduct my survey. All right, this research will depend on this type of research. When I was deciding my type of research, when I was finalizing my study design, at that time I have finalized that which experiment I will conduct, which type of study design it is. I will conduct experiment in a lab, I will conduct interviews, I will conduct a survey, I will fill different questionnaires and all these things. Okay, I have already decided it. So here simply I will conduct my research. After conduction of research, I will collect data. Data collection is a very major thing. So here in this step, your all the things from this research conduction, when you are conducting your research, you will extract all the things here, you will collect your all the results here, you will collect your all the data here in a sheet on your computer or on your page. After that you will analyze your data analysis or analysis of your data. After data analysis, you will interpretation of your data. After interpretation of data, now you have clear results. Now you have clear result. Now you have the meaning of your this research conduction. Now you have all the impacts of your research. Now you have clear meanings of your this experiment. Now you have answer of your question. From these results, now you will present these results by writing a thesis or a research paper, or simply I will say that now here the step of write up. After this write up, the final step is to share all this with the public, because it's also a part of your research. When we were discussing about the definition of science, I have discussed about that you will share all these things with your public. Okay, you will implement your all the data, you will apply your all the results in your society, in your public, or in your environment. Okay, so these were some steps under which research process is completed. So I will discuss some more things in this lecture. Suppose that when I was deciding my research problem, here I was observing some things. Now I am going to discuss some scientific method, that observation, hypothesis, and then deduction, experiment, law, theory, all these things. I will fit all these things in this lecture. So when I was deciding my research problem, I was observing many things. And I was trying to understand my problem. When I tried to understand my problem, there were different questions which were created in my mind. Okay, I came to know about the different questions. These questions were my hypothesis that I have already discussed about in the first lecture. That suppose that it's a bone marker. So I didn't knew that it's a bone marker. So first of all, in my life, when I saw it, I didn't knew that what's it. So there were different questions, that it might be a pen, it might be a lead pen, it might be a ball pen, it might be a permanent marker, it might be a erasable marker. So then these were different questions. So I will now I will test my all these hypotheses. I will make deduction or my test hypothesis. After this, I will conduct my experiment. suppose that it was it's a board marker. I want to analyze it, I want to check its material. I will burn it. It will give me a smell of plastic. I will say that it's a plastic material. So I want to check it that it is erasable or permanent. I will write on the board. I did erase it and it was easily erasable, so I said that it's a board marker. So all these things, I will do all these things in my all type of research. Okay, from experiment I will extract different type of results. Experiment will give me different results. Okay, results come after the data collection, data analysis, data interpretation, or these were results, and these results will lead to conclusion. So these conclusions will lead to a theory or a law. And the qualities of a good theory and a law is that it will create new research questions. It will generate new research questions. It will give you more area of research. So now you can decide that from this theory and these laws, you will decide new research question. You will find different types of research gaps. It will give you a suggestion that in future it's the point which is not covered in this research. So you can conduct a research. You can conduct a study plan on this research question. So it was all about the research process, and inshallah in next video we will discuss about the different types of research, what are the types of research, and we'll discuss about the different research study designs. So it was all about today's lecture, and don't forget to subscribe and like CSA Pakistan for more informative videos and different types of courses. Take care. Allah Hafiz.